Hello everyone, I'm Jan Angel, your 26th District State Representative. Thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. On January 11th, the opening gavel fell to officially begin the 2010 legislative session. We are scheduled to meet for 60 days at the state capitol, and we begin with several serious challenges facing us. First, the state is facing a $2.6 billion budget shortfall. Last month, the governor released her budget proposal in response. Her plan would eliminate the state's basic health plan, health care coverage for children, levy equalization, which provides extra support to school districts with a lower than average property tax base, and early childhood education. The governor also proposes closing residential centers for the developmentally disabled, reducing funding for colleges, and closing several correctional centers. If these cuts sound harsh, they are. However, it's no accident that the governor is seeking painful cuts in the most emotional-driven areas of the budget. It's intentional. The purpose is to tug at the very heartstrings of Washingtonians, to motivate people by emotion and pain so they're more willing to accept tax increases. That's exactly what the governor proposes to do. The governor is planning to introduce a second budget, which includes tax increases to restore about $700 million in cuts that she proposed in her first budget. Let me be very clear. I believe it would be a huge mistake to raise taxes at a time when the state's economy is very fragile from this recession. More people are out of work now than in the past 20 years. Just in the 26th district, more than 4,100 people have lost their jobs. Let me put that in perspective. That's about half the population of Port Orchard who are unemployed in this district. How can we ask people who have lost their jobs to pay tax increases, to pay for salary increases for those who are working? The impact of the recession can be seen as close as our grocery stores. When I've been shopping, I no longer see grocery baskets filled to the brim or even half full. People are buying only the essentials. They've cut back and they've set the priorities in their budgets. Government should do the same. As we begin this legislative session, I believe the primary focus should be on getting people back to work again. Putting people back to work is not only imperative to helping families, it is the responsible way for the legislature to respond to our current budget challenges. A strong economy makes people less reliant on government services and at the same time generates the revenue that helps us carry out the core functions of government. Simply raising taxes has the opposite effect. It puts a greater burden on our economy and on our families who are already struggling. In the coming days, I will be telling you more about the program that we have that is called Made in Washington, which is a job creation agenda. With some simple policy changes, we can remove government barriers to job creation and get people working again. In the next 60 days, we don't need more taxes. We don't need to be making problems worse in our economy for our people. We need jobs in the private sector, and that's where my focus will be during this legislative session. I have a page joining me today from Gig Harbor in our district, and I'd like her to introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Sarah DeAmbry.
Welcome, Sarah. Have a great week.
I will.
Thank you to all of you for joining me today on Legislative Update. I'm State Representative Jan Angel.